Hello, good people, and welcome to a nostalgic ramble with me, chaotic teacher Miss T. We are busy with May 2022's paper 1 from the Department of Education, and we're looking at question 1.3 today. It says, without using a calculator in bold, don't do it, don't do it. Calculate the value of this bombastic looking thing. Can you even do it on a calculator? I wonder. I have a feeling that the numbers are just too ginormous. Let's see how clever calculators have become in the modern day. Well done, Kalki. Okay, so we kind of know what we're working towards. We're working towards 4. I am 90% sure that if you just wrote down 4, you would get no marks. Anyway, so how do we do this? Let's see what we've got. We've got a square root of 2 to the 1002 plus 2 to the 1006. Got 2 terms with the same base, so that's useful because maybe we can get a common factor. And then a random 17 over here times 2 to the 998. So again, the 2 to the power something shows up. So my instinct is to then find a common factor right here at the top, in the hopes that we'll be able to cancel out some stuff, right? Because right now we can't cancel. Remember, we can only cancel if we have one term at the top, one term at the bottom. So we have one term at the bottom, but not at the top. So factorizing helps us to take an expression that has multiple terms and rewrite it as one term. So what is the highest common factor here? And in fact, I'm not even actually concerned with the highest common factor, because I can see that the highest common factor, I can rewrite this 2 to the 1006 as 2 to the 1002 times 2 to the 4, right? Because the 1002 and the 4 will add up to this. So this would be a common factor between the two terms. But I don't actually care what is the highest common factor. What I really care about is the 2 to the 998 that I can factor out of both of these so that I can cancel this guy. So that's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to unfortunately keep lugging this square root around. So 2 to the 1002 is the same as 2 to the 998 plus 4. And then this other term will become 2 to the 998 plus 8. Okay. And then we have here 17 times 2 to the 998. So now, that square root is not big enough. Just to be abundantly clear about what's going on here, remember that this is going to be the same as 2 to the 998 times 2 to the 4. And over here we have 2 to the 998 times 2 to the 8. Okay, and here we've got 17 times 2 to the 998. So now we can see very clearly that we have a common factor at the top, the common factor being 2 to the 998. So we're going to factor it out. So first term we're left with 2 to the 4, second term we're left with 2 to the 8. Okay. So now down here we have 2 to the 998 times 17. Perfecto. Next up we have, we can cancel these. So we will. Okay. So now we're left with, what shall we say? 2 to the 4 is 16, and 2 to the 8 is another number, 256. We're dividing that by 17. Okay, we're not using a calculator. We're being law-abiding citizens, although I think you are allowed to use a calculator, like to add 16 and 256. But anyway, we're going to be true to the cause. Square root is becoming less and less moralized. Yeah, okay, that was unnecessarily big. You see, now, like for something like this, I think you can use a calculator. But okay, let's brush up on our long division. 272, 17 goes in here one time. I'm not going to use long division, sorry, I'm going to use short division. So 17 goes into 27, remainder 10. 17 goes into 102. I happen to know this off by heart right now because I was looking at the price of milk recently, and one carton was 17 rand, and I was comparing it to how much a 6-pack costs, and I was like, oh my goodness, it costs just 2 rand more than a 6-pack to buy 16. Wow. Adulting, guys. These are adulting mathematical conversations now of comparing the price of 6-pack milk to 6 singles. Anyway, so that's how we get the 4. And we've already spoiled it for ourselves. We know that it is indeed 4. But like I said, the point with these questions isn't really the final answer. It's your process. Right, and that's what we do. Anyway, so very cool. A nice approach from them is that, you know, instead of just trying to cancel the 2 to the 998, they did go ahead and factor out. So let's do this kind of in parallel. They went ahead and they factored out the highest common factor, right? So they factored out the 1002, right? So that in the first term, we're just left with 1. And in the second term, we're left with the 2 to the 4, right? So, and then down here, we have the 2 to the 998 times 17, sorry, chaotic. Right, so then that became, so now if you do the division thing over here, 1002 minus 998 is 2 to the 4. Over here, we end up with 1 plus 16, which is 17. So that actually, you know, we could have avoided all of the weird, all the weird stuff. Anyway, so very cool approach, very cool alternative approach. You don't always have to try to be so clever from the jump. Think you're making life more efficient, can't you? You're just ending up with problems that you wouldn't have had if you had just done, you know. Do you know what I'm saying? Or am I just speaking hot air? Anyway, thank you for tuning in. Let us catch up again in another video.